Good morning, everyone. I just dropped my son off from school and I didn't make a video yesterday, so I figured I'd go ahead and make one today. Today is Valentine's Day. So I hope that you are very much feeling loved today. If you're not, you're loved by me. I love love, so always have. And I'm thinking of a couple videos that I possibly want to make, but I don't know if it's anything you guys want to see. I don't know why most of you guys are on my channel, if it's because of minimalism, if it's because of bipolar depression, if it's because of the day in my life, or if it's because loving yourself lifestyle. Like, I'm not sure which one is most relatable to you guys, and I want to be able to provide content that brought you guys here in the first place, so we can relate to each other. I love making new friends on here, as I don't in the real world, so I figured, why not just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, or if there's a subject maybe that I haven't brought up that you think I might know something about, then I'd be happy to talk about that as well. Just let me know and I'd be happy to work that in. I do have some requested videos, I guess, that I did want to talk about a little bit today, and I got it. And the topic of today that was requested to me to talk about was what to do after you declutter your items. And for me, this has been a little bit of a challenge. And the reason for that is, and I think this goes with a lot of people, if you're not motivated, if you slip up or whatever, which I have done many times, nobody's perfect, but you know how you get that feeling of emptiness, that emptiness comes within the household, and you always feel like you've got to fill the void, fill the space with things, instead of allowing yourself to look inside. And a lot of people don't like to do that nowadays. I mean, I don't know if it's because they're scared of what they're gonna run into. I mean, I guess I could relate to that. But what you do after you declutter, in my eyes, you're never done. You're not the same person as you were yesterday, and you're not going to be the same person tomorrow. So all things, items, material things, you know, you probably aren't going to always need. And then there's things that you don't have now that you're going to probably need at a later time. So yes, it is very hard to stay actively on top of minimalism. For me, what I do is I watch videos constantly about people talking about minimalism, and unfortunately there are people out there that want to kind of I guess piss on the parade of a positive environment, because a lot of people are taking minimalism out of their titles of their videos because they're being judged so harshly as to why they are not minimalist enough. And I think that's bullshit. If you are being criticized for that reason, please try not to pay attention and focus on that one negative comment. We are here as a positive community, and just because I decide to have, you know, 5 pairs of sunglasses, that to some people may be extreme, and maybe I only need like 0 or 1 to label myself as a minimalist. But each journey is different for everybody. I don't know how many times I can say that. I guess until I'm blue in the face, but I don't know. It's a little bit of a sore subject for me because I'm so passionate about this topic that it just irks my nerves a little bit. So, what I do, I know I get off subject. Marie Kondo, some of you guys may believe in her system and some of you guys may not. But what I do is I take her pattern of what she declutters in her order, and I just randomly, whenever I'm done with the last thing, I give myself a little bit of a break, and then I start over again. And what I mean by a break is like a week or two. You don't want to give yourself too much time because then you get comfortable with being what is, and then before you know it, all of the clutter is back, if not worse than before. You have to be careful and mindful and on top of your A game most days. So what to do after decluttering is, for me, start focusing on what's inside, the mental clutter, the self-love, the figuring out what your hobbies are, because you have more time and energy to spend on things that you enjoy, that you've wanted to do in your life, that, you know, is something that you just find joy in. You know, no more having your stuff own you. You want to be able to live a life full of happiness and joy, and the only way I believe that you're going to be able to find that is from within. So regardless of if you feel like meditation is something that you could get into, or just stretching in quietness, or even listening to like isonic tones at night before you go to bed, drinking herbal tea, I find all of those helpful. I also find time alone helpful. I love to go down by the river, which I want to take you guys down there someday, and just take you guys with me, because it is a spiritual experience for me, and it's very private, and I feel like it's time for me to share that video. I deleted my first video because I just wasn't ready to post it, and it's nothing like special, but to me it is. And I want to be able to share that with you guys that want to hang around here. So that's the things that I focus on after I declutter. Start over, focus on self-love, focus on getting to know yourself, and being okay with the things that you don't want to be, like acceptance of things that you're like, oh shit, I really am like my mother, or whatever the case may be. So that is all I have for today, you guys. I hope that you have a great Valentine's Day, and I love you so much, and I will talk to you guys later.